Well, 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 Plarium, we meet again. Once again, you keep going on your own route without listening to anyone, and once again, you keep alienating the very players you wish to appease in order to spend money in your game. Well, maybe this time you'll listen. But probably not. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Matt Cap. There's another video on Raid Shadow Legends. Today we're going to talk about things that I need Plarium to change in the game. Now, we all know that Plarium marches to the beat of their own drum, and they don't much listen to what the community says unless we go in full outrage mode, and then every once in a while they reverse something just to make us happy, and then they pat themselves on their back, and then they go right back at it, because they're, in my opinion, oblivious to anything other than what they think, based on historical data, is going to make them the most money. So, I'm going to talk about some game changes that we need to see happen, that I am also going to tell you why I think it'll improve the bottom line. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Well, let's talk about the obvious first elephant in the room, and that is Live Arena. Now, I unlike most, and I know I get a little testy when I play Live Arena, and those who have watched my videos on Live Arena can attest that I do get a little bit testy. In fact, I've had one video in my life have a limited view because of, obviously it was in obscene profanity, I guess is the reason. They limit it because it's not as suitable for ads because it was too adult-oriented, because I was swearing like a trucker and I threw the C-bomb down a few too many times. That one time, in the 400 videos or plus that I've made, was in Live Arena. So I know the frustrations, but I think it's so close. And here's the deal. You got to do three things. You got to make the juice worth the squeeze, you got to make the entertainment value high, and I got to feel like I have an opportunity to win before I've finished picking my champions. All right, how do we do that? Well, first off, easiest one, you got these battle rules. There's no battle rules till gold. There needs to be. You need to drop the battle rules of unique champions only, no dupes, into silver. The fact is, and I've had I was at a 72% clip. I was actually tracking how many times I went first. 72% of the time. It's down to about 65, though I stopped tracking after a while. You just get so flustered that I have that bad luck. But that bad luck could have been amazing luck if, in picking first, I got to essentially deny the other team that same champion. Right now, I would say 85% of all matches have Siphi, Duchess, Harima. If you have that champion on your account, you're probably using 85% of the champions. Now there's other ones that are, from there it's a pick and choose. Some people like Rotos, some people still like Baron, some people go with bombs, or they go with speed, or they go with a lockout. But the ability to deny the other team one of those first three, because you got to pick one of those first three, cannot be understated. And if they just need to add it to this mode so that I feel like I have a chance to win. Now, I have a pretty good account. It's not nearly as good as some, but even then, there are times when just because I go first, I know I'm in trouble. And it's especially like that when they get the final pick as well, which allows them to counter whatever ace I have up the sleeve, right? I try to save it for the end. Sometimes it's a fast Foley, sometimes it's a double lockout, sometimes it's a single lockout that they didn't think were going to happen, or a helicat. But the reality is, they not only get to use a ban to get rid of that champion, but they also get to counter that champion so they can ban another one. So essentially, it's a double negative. And going first should give you something. So guess what? If you don't want to do unique, then make it so the first one's protected. Whoever goes first, that champion cannot be banned. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that as a good alternative. If I go first, that champion that I pick cannot be banned. So I go in and I say, you know what? I go first, I pick Harima. Take that, stop banning my Harima. I pick Warlord. You got to give me my lockout. So now you have to deal with it. I think that would be fair, right? If you go first, that guy gets protected. If you go second, you get to counter him, right? So you can counter that Warlord that I picked with something on the back end. Maybe you got a little trick up your sleeve. Maybe you have a couple of A1 superstar champions and you have a 800 resist ally attack. Who knows, right? but at least there's an opportunity that if you're going first, you're not going to automatically be at a severe disadvantage in that. I think that's important. The second thing of that was the juice has to be worth the squeeze. All over the place, the rewards are not enough. These rewards, let's talk about this. Milestone 6, so I'm in silver 4, right? And silver 4 is this one right here, milestone 8. So 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're in silver 1, you're an endgame account, I would think. You may not be a power account, you may be free to play, but you're at least in the end game. Arguably, if you're doing this at all, you might be in the end game, but we'll make it. So in silver 1, you're getting 2 rare books, 300 grand silver, which doesn't even pay for a level 12 upgrade some of the times. A 4-star chicken. Like I need more chicken, I have KFC, I have Texas Fried Chicken, I have Mary Brown's, and I have Popeyes. I do not need your chickens, my good friends at Plarium. And yeah, okay, everyone loves Ancient Shards. Ancient Shards, they're a dime a dozen, but at least you get them. I do like getting them. Milestone 6, 3 days XP. Don't need it. Free-to-play players probably do need it, so I do at least get it down here. I'm okay with it. Epic book, yeah, maybe at this tier. 200 gems, the best thing you've given on this whole thing. 4-star chicken, well, I think we've already covered that ground. Yeah, Void Shard, love the Void Shard. Milestone 7, 4 refills. A little chintzy, but I'll take it. Epic book, nah, you know what? We don't need epic books at this point. Now that we're here, silver 3, at this point in the game, we don't need it. 500k silver. Oh, thank you, please. May I have some more? What is this, Oliver? What are you doing? That's the equivalent of half a bowl of slop. It is 500 silver. 500 grand silver does nothing. Oh, great. I got 2 4-star chickens. Wonderful. And then I do like fragments really good. Yes, this is amazing. Now we're starting to talk. Chaos Ores. Yes, please. Epic book. Why are we still going for the epic books? 300 gems. Yes. Come on now. Chickens? And Avatar. I like the idea of an Avatar. Not everyone does, but I think an Avatar's got to be in there somewhere. Milestone 9. Yes, no, 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 yes. Milestone 10. This is gold. We're now in gold. We're in gold 2 at this point. 3-day XP? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for the blessing. No. Gold legendary tome. That should be up in milestone 8. You should already be giving these away. 400 perfect. More chickens. Stop with the chickens. Like, seriously. My lord. And yep, okay, we're good with that. Yes, yes, yeah, 1 million silver. That's you're starting to get to numbers that are okay. No more chickens and a sacred shard. Perfect. So, but that's not just there. It's in here. Every 35 I get these. Now, only one of these sets is arguably good. There might be some niche opportunity for Zeal, but Impulse is the only thing that might be good. I say. So why not put a legendary? Every 35, if I got a legendary book every 35, I would actually play Live Arena a hell of a lot more because I need legendary books. 35 wins, that's still 350 plus wins in order to get 1 legendary champion leveled up. Why not? Like, it's all digital content, it doesn't cost you money, but it will get me to spend money because I have to spend gems after that 1 freebie, and I will do that if I know that the juice is worth the squeeze, that there's something in that chest that I want to get. And then finally, we've got the area bonuses. Look, I'm not a fan of the fact that I have to use silver to upgrade this. If I get to gold arena, I'm going to be pissed when I have to spend gold to get these. These should be a percentage of. You've already done it. Oh, God. Please not that. You've already done it over here. Why not do the same thing over here? It seems very stupid. I don't know another way to put it. But I'll overlook that. I'll even overlook the fact that this costs Demon Lord battles. First of all, Demon Lord battles, really? That needs to be grade 3? Okay. But if I'm struggling in the Demon Lord, probably I wouldn't be getting enough points to be able to afford. Maybe. I don't know. This one's sus. Okay, fine, Hydra. Level 2 for these, fine. But let's talk about... You know that this first one should be the Sand Devils. This should be the Demon Lord, grade 1. That should be the Demon Lord. And the grade 3 should be, and you know it and I know it, should be Sand Devils Necropolis and Iron Twins. I know it, you know it, the whole world knows it, just make it happen. Just admit that you were wrong, move the Demon Lord to Potion Keeps, move the Potion Keeps to Demon Lord, make it grade 3 and make it Sand Devils Necropolis and the Iron Twins, and whatever that third one that's going to be is for accessory oils. make all 3 of it happen. You know it's the right thing to do. Just stop and just do it. Okay, let's move on. That I think makes Live Arena. Now, now how does that make me want to spend more money? Well, if I'm going to spend more money, if I'm going to spend more battles, if I'm going to play Arena more, I'm going to spend more time in the game. When I get a good champion, I'm going to be more likely to rush that champion to 5 stars, 6 stars, get it Ascend, get it Bless, get all that stuff, because I'm now more active in Live Arena and I want to spend more time in Live Arena. I'm going to spend I'm going to spend gems on more Live Arena battles. That's the whole point of this, right? You want to make those champions as good as possible to succeed. But if I'm at the point where I'm just like, I don't want to do Live Arena anymore, then I'm just not going to do it anymore. And then you're going to get 0 out of this whole area of the game. So I think it's self-explanatory, but those are the changes I want to see. Tag Team Arena. Look, the format needs to be overhauled, and that probably deserves its own video. So it needs to be overhauled. This system is broken. It's the only way I'll do it is because it's broken. The one-man defense is in gold 1 through 4, so you can at least farm through the week, and then the weekend you push to equal up. Or if you're like me and you let yourself drop a couple weeks, then you can use CVC days, because more people will put the one-man defenses, which means you can push yourself up to almost green just by doing that, and then it's a lot easier to level up to the next step up if you want. But if you're not going to fix that, because like I said, the conversation here is a long conversation that we don't have time in this video for. So instead, let's just say complete overhaul, video incoming sometime. But the bazaar needs to change. So there's a couple, when I mean a couple, I mean a whole bunch of things. I don't have any real desire to run battles because at the end of the day, 1 sacred shard a month, 1 legendary tome a month, which you can see I'm already behind because I just don't have the will, that in order to book 1 legendary champion, it would take a year of the bazaar. A year! Please change this to a week. If I run out of bars, I run out of bars. If I don't want to buy shards and I buy just tomes and I don't buy anything else, perfect. Or if I want to buy a lot of things, void shards. If I want to buy ancient shards, that's fine. These things, these rank charms should be 1 day. There should be soul stones in here. There should be oils in here. There should be the materials for the soul stones in here. There should be chaos ore in here. There's so much more stuff you can put in here. Put it in here and get these cooldowns realistic. I would buy the rarity rank charm because I use the forge a lot, and I'm always out of this. Give me 4 materials. I fight so many arena battles. I'm always running out of materials because I'm always using the forge to get better perception gear, to get better like lethal gear, that sort of thing. Please, Plarium, change this to 1 days, and it's all the same. Change the energy to 1 day. Maybe you don't want to. Maybe you're worried about that much, giving away that much energy. Who cares? If they're getting the energy here, that means they're not getting this stuff here, which means they'll have to spend money to get this stuff, which means it's all circle of life to you. And why would this be better? Because if we played this better, again, same thing as Live Arena, we'd have more impulse to want to play it. We'd spend more time in the game. More time in the game means more opportunities to build more champions, which means building more champions means depleting more resources. Depleting more resources means needing to fill those resources, which means spending money. Okay, next up, Live Arena is open. That's comical. Okay, next thing. This is one that's near and dear. This is probably the most important thing to me. Give me dual sets on champions. I should be able to have set 1, set 2, equip them both, so that I can use them in multiple places. Now, once upon a time, I agreed with the argument why they wouldn't do that. Wouldn't do that because they want you to build multiple of the same champion in case you're using it in multiple areas. But that ship has kind of sailed. They've already broken that seal because of the empowerment. So now if I want 2 Folies, I don't build 2 Folies. I'd rather +4 them. There are very few champions that I legitimately want multiple of. And the reason why I want multiple is because I use multiple. If I had 2 different sets, I could put on, for example, my my Duchess. I'd still build 2 Duchesses, which I have. I'd still have 2 Duchesses because I need 2 Duchesses for multiple Hydra instances, for multiple 3v3. So those instances are what's driving me building multiple champions. I have multiple Kymars because of different areas where you physically need 2 Kymars. And I have 3, right? And I would keep 3 even if I was able to put 2 sets on each one. Maybe I'd only have 2, but then I'd start plussing them. I'd still want dupes. I'd still pull shards because I want a +4 Kymar, right? Like, you're not changing my desire to pull shards by giving me a second set. That's not why I build dupes. I don't build dupes for 2 different build outs. That does happen occasionally, but more importantly, I build them because I need them, and if I don't need them, I'm still pulling for them because I want +1, +2, +3, +4, right? I have no good +4s, arguably. Foley, okay, that's an okay one. Cernic, okay, but that's it. There's no other. I don't think I have any +4s in here, do I? Oh, Foley, yeah. Don't even get me started. Or sorry, Lugan, and I have a +2 Foley. Don't even get me started on that. But you see what happened? Like, don't be afraid, Plarium. It's okay. If you give me 2 sets, you know what happens? I still pull as many shards. I still buy the shard packs. But guess what I also do? Spend more money in the dungeons, which is your goal, because you want me to spend more money on energy and you want me to deplete my energy and gem resources. Well, that's how you do it. Because right now, whales, they'll buy the packs for the speed sets and the savage sets. They'll just buy them. They'll run Doom Tower. They don't do a lot of farming in the dungeons anymore, other than maybe Silver and Spider if they need to, depending on the level of whale they are and the level of champions they've built out. But chances are they're probably not doing that either. They're just not. But if you have 2 sets per, there's no way there's enough packs out there and enough resources from Doom Tower to be able to build 2 sets on your top 50 champions that you would want multiple builds on, right? So if you think of it from that perspective, now I gotta farm more. I have to farm more because I need the gear. I just did a gear cleanse. I cleansed myself to about 600. I'm already up to 849. Like, I can keep going. But if I have 2 gear sets, I'll farm and I'll farm and I'll farm because I want to have, maybe I want this stone skin here for arena, but then I want to switch her out to something a little bit more contemporary for Hydra, for example, right? And that goes for both my Duchess, not just one. This one here is in a bolster set. Bolster set's it's not that big of a deal to have for me because I already have a Krisk in the Hydra. So I don't need her in a bolster set. I'd rather have her with more stats, right? Or more speed or more something, right? So all it would do is get me to use more gear, which means I'd have to level up, silver out, max out, bless, the whole 9 yards with 2 sets. And it would still cost me silver to upgrade. It would still cost me resources to swap them in and out. So it would be a net positive for you guys ad nauseum. And where's the financial impact? Obviously, energy. You could do an energy pack every single day, and most of us would probably need to buy it because we need to keep running these dungeons to get more and more sets on these top champions that we want to double set out. So double set champions. Now there's one other area I want to talk about. We've talked about live arena. We've talked about 3v3 bazaar. We've talked about dual sets on champions. But this is the most frustrating to me because in spite of the fact that I tell myself every day not to spend on this game, I'm an addict. I spend on this game. And yet, you are actively seeking to stop me from spending in this game. What do I mean by that? Your limited special offers are a pile of dog feces. You pad them with useless resources for endgame players, but you charge me an endgame player's premium to buy them. And this is the perfect example right here. This is $100 for 25 void shards and 1,500 gems. That's what it is. The 1 million silver, drop in the bucket. The chickens are useless. So all I'm buying is the shards and the gems. And it's $100. You're charging me a premium, but you're trying to make value by adding the chickens. But we're not fooled. Endgame players aren't fooled. Now, whales will just buy this. Right? If you're Gataku, whoever you know who I'm talking about. He's number 1 on the champion chase, or the champion chase tournament. He's buying this anyway. Krakens don't care. They don't care about the rest of it, and they don't need it, but they don't care. But the whales and the dolphins, the Hell Hades, the me, especially the Chosen, who's being very smart with his money right now in buying packs, and because he doesn't need it to do anything that he needs to do on a daily basis. And I get that. That's 100%. I just wish I had better impulse control than I do, and I would be in his world too. But if this had double the gems, had some soul stones, same price, you wouldn't be able to. You would be able to just sell them at a higher rate, which means more money. which means happier. And yet, it's a mental game because soul stones are an RNG anyway. But if I saw 5 soul stone, 5 or even just 2 of the medium soul stones and 5 of the small soul stones instead of the chickens, the 4 and 5 star chickens, I would buy this in a heartbeat. Same, everything else the same. Because to me, the value is there. I don't need chickens, I need soul stones. Even though in the back of my mind, I know that those medium soul stones, I can't remember what they're called. Are they immortal soul stones? I've got nothing good out of them. Like literally every one I've opened has been pure feces. But I still would go for it. And the small ones, I mean, those are like ancient shards. They're less than ancient shards in their practicality, but it's still, that's what you want to open and that's what you want to get. Let's keep going. This one here, multi-battles. You're charging me a whale level, and let me tell you, whales aren't playing on their phone. They're mostly playing on Plarium Play unless they're on vacation or whatever. But most of the high spenders are playing on Plarium Play because you can't burn through resources on the phone fast enough for Kraken level spending, right? And yet you still have these on the premium pack. These should be on the small pack because this is the pack that you're going to get the Plarium or the iOS and the Android players on. They're the ones that need the multi-battles. So why are you doing that? I won't. There's no way this is worth $20 more. First of all, neither of these are worth. But even if they were close, this is not adding value for me. Pack string. This one, I mean, just to me, the dollars are out of whack on this particular string. But at least it has what I am interested in: shards and gems. And silver, okay, not enough, but whatever. This here, I buy these when they're double in spite of it. But why don't I buy it right now? $25 seems like a good deal for all of this. I don't need XP. I don't need chickens. I don't need Demon Lord keys. The silver's okay. The brews are sus. There's only so many classic refills you can use, and of course the energy's good. Personal builder pack. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Yes. Garbage, 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 garbage. Can I pass? Can I just hit the pass button and you lower the price? Because I don't need brews. Oh, great. I mean, we'll pick something. Oh, good. XP? You kidding me? Multi-battles? Come on. This actually is the best variety pack. Because if you're a free-to-play player, that XP is really good. If you're a mobile player, the multi-battles could be pretty effective. If you just need the energy to farm more stuff like me, the energy is good. And the 3 million silver, I could actually argue that, although it's not worth the energy. They're out to lunch. They think the energy and the silver, that level's 3 million silver is worth 1,400 energy. But still, okay. But again, I'm not going to buy it because I don't need this, right? I don't need the Spirit Brews. And this here is a no-brainer. Everything else is worth nothing. But I'm not going to spend... This is not worth $60 to me. Development pack. Here's another perfect example. $100 for 13 void shards and 7 tomes. Why do I say that? Because I don't need epic books. Endgame, yeah, maybe the lower pack should have epic books. But this level spend, me right here, this level spend, should have 14 legendaries and no epic tomes. And please, dear Lord, get rid of the chicken. Stop padding your packs with chickens. This is not Kentucky Fried Chicken. The Colonel is not here. He's dead. Keep him in the ground. Let him rest. You're probably racist anyway. I'm sorry if I have no maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. I'm sorry. This, of course, this is the whale pack that we were talking about earlier that they're just going to buy. So why do I say I don't need any of that? Look, come on, let's take a look. I have 500 of each potion. I don't need more. I spend. I have 200, 145, and I spend these. I spend them, and I still have too many. This, I mean, I have 9 epic books, but you have to believe that I've probably booked out more epics than anyone else. Well, maybe not anyone else in the game. Krakens just do it just to do it. But like, for functionally building them to actually use them in some capacity, I've done more than my share. And I still have 9. I don't know what I'm going to book. I've ran out of epics to book. And yet I have 0 legendary books. Worst clan boss run for the last week and a half ever. And you know, look what I need. I need gems. I need silver. I always need energy. I don't need chickens. I don't need brews. Dear God, I don't need XP boosts. I have 133 weeks. 133 weeks. Try to do the math in my head. That's like 2.5 years. So, the last thing that I'm talking about, make these packs. You already get less. You make it so whales get less value, but can you at least change it up? The baby version of this, give the chickens. The mid version, maybe just the 5-star chickens, and the whale version, get rid of the chickens. Stop padding stuff with, pad it with soul stones, pad it with oils, pad it with chaos ores, pad it with blessings. That's what we need. Double, triple your silver amount. That's what we need. That's what the end game players really need. Legendary books. Some don't need legendary books. I can understand it, but I do. I haven't bought nearly as many legendary book packs as other people. But I mean, there's never a legendary book pack on its own. It's always got epics with it. And it just seems like a huge waste to me. And I don't want to spend a premium just to not get epic books. That seems obscene. Well, I've talked myself silly. I know it's probably a pipe dream. Please, Plarium. Make it happen. For the good of humanity. Let me spend money on your game again. Make the shop good again. I don't know. I'm sorry. That's all I got for you today. What is your biggest thing that you think they could do? But you also have to say how that would generate revenue for them. Why that would be beneficial to them. I tried to do that with all mine. I think the game modes, it would just promote me to play more. Obviously equates spend more. The packs is just an obvious one because I'm not buying them at all, but I would buy them if they had some actual end game value to them. And what was the other? Oh, and the dual one just means more energy. More energy is more spend. So there is my synopsis. What's yours? What do you think? What is the one thing you would change in this game to make it better for you, but that would have a monetary bonus for the overlords of Plarium, the beacons of capitalism in this grand old world we live in? Let me know in the comments down below, but that's all I have for you today. Thank you all. Please be kind, be safe, and as always, see you in the next video.